So I just got the shifter bushing kit from the Monkey Wrench Racing website. These guys are amazing. They gave me some Sour Patch Kids candy. So that's pretty cool. I got the brass uh, bushings with the clips and everything. So hopefully those are going to work. And I bought these just in case. These are the base bushing set for like the regular uh, bushing replacement for the rubber. So I just got this in case, but I'm going to be installing these ones. These are the part numbers here. So these guys are amazing. I ordered from them online on Sunday, and I got the package on Tuesday. They're from the USA. They're based in Michigan, Detroit area. So it's not too far away from here. And I also ordered a short shifter kit, a short throw kit here, and it comes with a sticker as well to put on the toolbox or something. This is the short shifter kit. It comes with all the necessary hardware and bolts. And here's the piece here. And that's about it. Welcome back to the Moose Mobile Auto Repair channel, and welcome back to part 3 of this clutch replacement job. And today I got the control cables repair bushing kit for the shifter. And so we are going to be repairing the bushings on the shifter cables here. I ordered the shifter bushing repair kit from the Monkey Wrench Racing website. I will leave the link in the description and in the comments below. I am not a sponsor, but I'm going to be giving out the link if you guys want to purchase a repair kit for yourselves. I will leave the link in case if you guys want to purchase a repair kit for yourselves or for somebody else's vehicle. Now, I was just recently at the Toyota dealership and they wanted $1,300 my cost for the control cables, the shifter cables, and just canceled the order because I was able to find the repair kit, because really I just needed the bushing, because those bushings, the one bushing was seized. So I don't need to replace the whole cable. So I'm just doing the bushings, and then that's going to save me a lot of money. At the time of this video, the shifter cables were priced out at around $1,300 Canadian, and that's extremely expensive just for shifter cables. So we have the shifter cables here. One here in which the bushing, which I had to remove the old one, and the other one is still in here. So we are going to remove these afterwards. So for now, we are going to work on this one first, and then we are going to move on to the other one. Both of these cables are responsible for the horizontal and the vertical movement of the shifter when you are shifting gears, or when you need to put the vehicle into neutral. So we are just going to wash this down with brake cleaner because I don't want any dirt in the inside of the bore here. We're just gonna clean everything down. So here's the brass bushing here, and they also included the super lube. This is like a dielectric grease or silicone type grease. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a little bit of the grease on the outer surfaces here. We're gonna install it like this, and it came with a clip here. There's a bottom clip that goes here. Yeah, and go on top here. There's a groove. You can see the groove, so you can put that in here. It's a bit hard to put in, so you're gonna have to push a bit. You can use pliers if you need to. You can use pliers if you're having a hard time trying to get them in. You just need to push against. And push against the clip and on the brass bushing here. You can use a channel lock or something if you're having a hard time trying to get it in. Just being careful not to push against the plastic here. You can hear it click in, and you can see that it turns after that. So you can verify that this will not be able to come out. It's locked in there. So we're going to apply some grease so that it won't seize up in the future. You can also spray some like rust proofing stuff on here so that it doesn't seize up in the future. So we are going to install this one here onto the bracket that's down here. We have to clean the rust up here first, and then we are going to install this one. So I have the fan running in the background. It's getting pretty hot here. So I'm just using some sandpaper, or you can use a wire wheel, and just to clean on the stud here, on where the control cables are going to go on, and just clean the rust off so that they don't seize up in the future. So once you give it a good clean, you can clean it off with brake cleaner. Make sure there's no dirt or anything. And then you can install the control cable. Spray some brake cleaner just to clean it off. And then once that dries up, we're going to put a little bit of the lubricant. And then we are going to install the control cable. You can put some inside the hole here. Make sure there's no pieces of dirt inside. Make sure there's no pieces of dirt here. So we're going to install the control cable now. Make sure it's lubricated well, and the kit includes the clip to lock in the cables. There's a clip here. You just insert it into the hole. So we're going to lubricate the clip a tiny bit here. Make sure that this piece here is facing upward, so that in the future, if you need to get it out, you'll be able to get it out. So install the clip. Like so. This piece is facing up. Now it's locked in place. So now I just need to do the same for the other one. This you can just use your hands to remove the bushing. It's already worn out. Use your hands or pry off with a screwdriver if you want. These bushings are pretty worn out. So carefully pry it out to get it out of there. And it comes out like so. And it's the same procedure as the other one. Wash everything down, make sure everything is clean. Lubricate the new one. Install the clip. If you want to make it easier, you can put some lubricant on the clip so that it will go in easier. This one went in a lot easier than the other one because I put some lube on it, so it'll make it a lot easier. You don't have to use the tool. So you can hear it that it clicked in. So we are going to sand down the stud here on the bracket before we install that one. Just a little bit of sandpaper just to clean it, clean the rust off, so that in the future, if you need to do another clutch job, you won't have this issue again. I'm only replacing these cables mainly because that the bushings were no good, so I didn't want to replace the cables because they were very expensive. Spray down with brake cleaner. Give it a quick wipe. We are ready to install the last control cable. So we're gonna put some lubricant in here. You can put some on the stud or on the shaft there if you want to. And then yeah, I'm just gonna install this now. Make sure that the cables are not twisted in any way, shape, or form. Make sure they are straight before you do the install. You need to push down on the cable, and then you can just insert the locking pin or the clip. You should be all good to go now. We are going to give this a shot now and see on how it is. So I nearly forgot. We need to install the shifter cable plate, the bracket. I'm just going to clean the rust here first and clean the bolts and then and put everything back. I forgot to mention to make sure you install this bracket first before you start the repair for the bushings. Otherwise, you won't be able to line the bolts in to line it onto the transmission. So make sure you install this bracket first before you put on the cables. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to put the bracket on. These bolts are 14 millimeters each. They're only 2 bolts. The torque spec is 18 foot-pounds. I'm just going to snug in the bolts now. So that's that. So now we're gonna reinstall the control cables again. So we're gonna add a little bit of grease onto where the cables are going to seat onto the bracket. Now we're going to install the control cables now. Make sure you put these on the correct sides. The long one down here and the short one over here. So I got new clips from the Toyota dealership. Here's the part number. So we're going to install the clips. We're just going to put a little bit of the super lube stuff. I actually have a tub of it myself here. I'm probably going to spray a little bit of the penetrating oil. If you live in the Rust Belt area, you probably have a hard time with these things when you try to get them off. You need to pull back here so you can line them up. And you need to use a small hammer and lightly tap into the clip into the position and pull back, pull towards you with the cable so that they see in properly, and then it should go in. Do the same for the other one. This one going in a lot easier. Just using my air hammer bit, my cheap air hammer bit to hammer on this, just to make things a little easier, because there's a lot of rust here and stuff, so it makes it difficult to reinstall. I didn't quite clean the inner lip inside where the clips go. You don't have to, but you should be okay. So once it's in, and then you're all good to go. Just reinstall the control cables back to the studs. just reinstall the control cable like how I showed you earlier in the video. You're supposed to do these very last. Supposed to put in the bracket first and then these clips last. That's one. You will hear the clip click into place when you install them. So make sure that the cable is straight and not twisted. Everything should go in easily. If you have to force anything, then it means there's a problem and you need to stop and see on what's going on. So everything is in. It looks good. Now I'm just going to quickly to have a look at the shifter and try it out. And in case if you guys want the original clips that came with this vehicle, the part number is right here for these smaller clips. So I'm inside the vehicle and the shifting feels a lot firmer and sharp. It has a very nice, accurate and sharp feel to it. It's very firm too. You can feel it makes a whole world of a difference. The video is not going to do any justice at all. You need to feel it for yourself. So now I'm just going to finish up reassembling everything and hopefully go for a road test. So now I'm just bleeding the slave cylinder because the pedal feels a bit soft even though I didn't open up the lines. I'm just going to bleed it and see if there's any difference in the clutch pedal. Okay, you're holding it down. Okay, down. Okay, pump. Pump it.
It's
Stuck?
Still stuck. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, hold it.
Hold it.
Yep. And then you just need to repeat the procedure a few times until the clutch pedal is a firm pedal. I noticed that this clutch pedal, the XCity clutch kit, the clutch pedal is very soft compared to the factory Toyota Luke clutch that they use on these vehicles. So the pedal feel is a lot softer, as if I'm driving a Korean car like a Kia Rio or a Hyundai Accent or something. Clutch pedal is really soft. So it's gonna take a while to get used to the pedal feel and to see what the engagement rate is. The pedal engagement. So it's very tricky. So it was going to take some time getting used to. And so the XCity clutch kit came with an instruction manual or paper. It's saying to the break-in period is 750 miles or roughly 1,200 kilometers is the break-in period. So it's saying to take it easy on the clutch and break it in gradually. Do not race or drive at high RPM. So this will ensure that the clutch friction material, the clutch disc, will embed and wear properly onto the flywheel. And so everything, the pressure plate, the clutch disc, the flywheel, basically after so many kilometers, they will become mated together. So it's kind of similar to some brake pads. Some brake pads, it's not so much, but some brake pads, they do have a break-in period, but it's not very common these days for ceramic brake pads. Usually you put them in and you can just drive as normal. But the traffic lights are not working here. So yeah, just be easy on the car for the first 1,200 kilometers or 750 miles. And hopefully you'll have a long service life. I can go hopefully for another 177,000-ish kilometers or so. So a bunch of traffic lights are not working here in the area. So I'm still getting used to the clutch pedal. You can see that I did a little bit of a burnout. It was unintentional because I'm still getting used to the pedal. It's a lot softer, so you have to be careful not to burn the clutch. So I'm driving this baby right now, and she's driving beautiful, and the shifter feels a lot better. Very firm, precise. It's working a lot better than I expected. There's no shudder or vibration or anything. Just after I go for a drive, I'm probably going to lift the vehicle up again and just make sure all the bolts are tight, just to double check my work, and that's about it. I did bleed the slave cylinder, but you don't need to. You don't need to bleed the slave cylinder if you didn't open up the lines, so you should be okay. But I bled it anyways, just in case, and it maybe helped a tiny bit, but really there's no air in the system, so you don't need to bleed the slave if you didn't open up the line, so you should be all good to go. The whole overall feel is mainly on the clutch pedal and the engagement rate, so it's gonna take a while to get used to. A lot easier on the feet and a lot easier on the legs. So I'm very happy with this job. That's all there is. The job is complete, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one. Take care.